you come to somebody. You don't question how or why you have an impact on somebody. You learn to understand, sympathize, and embrace. And embracing the souls of people who you have had an impact on without even opening your mouth. Embracing people that are moved by the way we look, by their love for our culture, or even fans of what we do for our job. So understanding the concept of embracement and embracing was what I wanted to share with Rosie, because originally it was going to just be me. And I knew that that was not how it was going to be. I also had to embrace my papa's vision. And in doing so, I also fulfilled his vision, because he has a very, very beautiful idea and spirit and a desire to make an impact on this world, one conversation at a time. And that's all it takes, one conversation at a time. Changing the world isn't something we do overnight. It's not a recipe. It's not add 2 scoops of flour, 1 teaspoon of sugar. It's about taking initiative. It's about embracing the very essence of what we are seeing and what we are feeling and how we process who we are and how do we become a part of this bigger system, because we're all part of this bigger system. You are just one little piece of a big system. And in understanding that, and knowing that you are already ready to take that first step, because that's why you're here. So in the spirit of taking that first step, I'm proud and honored to introduce the words of my elder, Saginaw Grant.
Thank you, Rick. Last night, I spoke of a person in the audience that was having a situation in their life that was hurting them very much. And I invited them to come down. It took a while, but they showed up. And I talked to them. And all it took was just the want to get your life straightened out. There's a lot of things that happen in our lives that impact us, and they shouldn't really. Last night I spoke of these things, that whatever mistake that we've made in life, whatever happened to us in life that we don't want other people to know about, you yourself can get rid of it by thinking, using your own mind. Whatever happened to anyone in this audience here that did something that's on their mind even right now, it's already in the past. It's already happened. You can't change it. You can't say, well, I'll go back and change it. You can't do that. It'll be that way forever. So why hold on to something that we don't need in our life that could impact us in a way that we can't be who we really are? I know that sounds simple, and it is. Very simple. There's a lot of things that happened in my life that made me see, if I just put my mind to it, in the right place and use it the way it's supposed to be used. You know, I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. And I shared this the other day with some people. I was an alcoholic 60 years ago. I was in San Francisco. I made myself homeless. I had a home back in where I came from, Oklahoma. I have land back there. But I chose to be in the position I was in when all this took place. I woke up one morning very sick, needing something to calm my nerves, to settle me down a little bit. So I got up. It was early in the morning. And I walked the streets. I walked right downtown in San Francisco. And while I was walking there, it became more crowded as I was walking. And I happened to look up and I seen a gentleman, a tall gentleman, coming down the street. He wore his hair like I wear mine. As soon as I seen him, I got ashamed. So I didn't want to see him. I didn't want to speak to him. I didn't want nothing to do with him. And I turned to my left, and I acted like I was window shopping. My clothes were dirty. I was broke, sick. But I stood there and looked in this window. And somebody come up behind me, touched me on the shoulder. I turned around and it was this gentleman. He was standing there. He said, what are you looking at? And I said, I was looking at this, what's in that window? He said, I seen you. Why did you turn away? And I told him, I said, I was ashamed of myself. He said, well, he said, let's talk. He said, I want you to come with me. I want you to take me someplace. I said, all right. So he said, let's go get a cab. So we walked to a cab and got in. He told the cab driver, take me down the pier. I want to go down and look at the ocean. We started down there. We got down there and got out. He said, get out. So I got out and went, sat down on a bench and was sitting there talking. He said, where are you from? I said, Oklahoma. He said, what tribe are you? I said, I'm Sacrifice. He said, well, I come from up north. But he didn't tell me what tribe he was. He said, I want you to, he seen I was nervous and uneasy. He said, what's wrong with you? I said, I'm sick. I'm an alcoholic. And this would straighten you up, make you feel better. And I said, a drink. He said, a drink of alcohol? I said, yeah. He said, okay, let's fix that, he said, reached in his pocket. We got his billfold. Looked and I got his bill out, $100 bill. He said, here, go get you what you need. So I took it and I went to this liquor store. I got me a bottle, I came back. But on the way back, I took a drink. So I was feeling better by the time I got back to where we were sitting. He said, did that help? I took another drink. I said, well, it's affecting me now. I said, I feel better. He said, well, let's talk to you a little while. I said, tell me something about you. Who's your folks and how come you're way out here? And I began to talk to him. And he said, I want you to do something for me. I never gave him back his change from that $100 bill. I only spent about $5. But I had it in my pocket. And I knew I didn't get it back to him. I didn't forget it. I was hoping that he would. But he said, I want you to do something for me. Go out here on this pier. And go out to the end of the pier and look out and tell me what you see. Tell me what's out there. So I said, all right. I walked out there. I got out there and the fog was just coming in because the fog, you can see the fog in San Francisco when it's coming in inland. And I looked and I didn't see anything. Blank. So I turned down and went back there. And I told him, I said, he said, what'd you see? I said, I didn't see anything. He said, did you look real good? I said, yeah. So I said, okay. So we sat there and I took another drink. I was feeling pretty good then. And he said, I'm going to have to be going here in a few minutes. He said, are you hungry? And I was. And I said, yes. He said, okay. He said, why don't you go get us a couple of sandwiches and I'll eat with you. And I said, all right. So again, he pulled his billfold out. And again, he gave me a $100 bill. He said, go get a couple of sandwiches for us. I said, all right. So I went down to a grocery store, get some sandwiches, and come back and he wasn't there. And I looked around and I said, I got his money, I got his change from both $100 bills. So I said, better not try to go because he may call the law on me. So I sat there a while. I took another drink. And I thought about what he wanted me to do, so I went back out on the pier. And I looked out there, and again, I didn't see anything. The fog was all there. So I turned back around and went back. I said, well, he should be back by now. But he wasn't there. But still, I didn't want to go off and let him know that I was going. And that money was burning a hole in my pocket. And I said to her, I said, well, I better at least be honest with this man. But he never did show up. And as I sat there, I thought about what he wanted me to do. He wanted me to go out there on that pier to see what I could see. The way my life was. I went out there and I looked again. And again, I didn't see anything. It was just a blank. I walked back. And I remember what my grandfather told me one time. He said, every story, every happening here on Mother Earth has a meaning. We may not be told the meaning of what takes place, but it has a meaning. And I knew right then what it meant when I didn't see nothing out there. It was the way that I was living my life. I didn't have nothing. I walked away from And I thought, well, he's telling me that I have nothing in my life. And he's telling me the truth. He didn't come right out and say it. I made up my mind right then. I'm going home. I had enough money to get home. So that's what I did. And that was the last time that I ever took a drink. Because he showed me what was in my life, and there was nothing. When I got home, my dad was glad to see me. Fed me, wanted me to go to sleep, so I did. But I woke up. After I woke up, well, I felt good. I didn't have no shaking or anything. I was just completely without withdrawals. And that was a miracle in itself. And I remember what my grandpa told me. Everything has a meaning in this life that we live today. We may not know the answer at that time, but if it affects us where we think about it, then it has a meaning, and that you should follow that way. It was 60 years ago, maybe a little bit more, that I took my last drink. And since then, I've been on this journey that I'm traveling about telling my young people to keep our traditions, keep the way that our parents, our elders live their lives. A native child, or any child really, is always told how to live your life, how to appreciate the things in life. Life might not be what you expected of it, but when you don't have no expectations and just live your life, knowing that the things that happen in your life before that time that you made that decision doesn't matter. Don't let it affect you. Keep it away from you. Last night we had a young lady here who had been bitten by a snake 5 times.
5 times.
5 times.
At once.
And she kept getting sick, kept getting it bothering her. And that took me back to what happened to me. Something told me that to be rid of the things that was bothering me, when there seemed nothing, it taught me that whenever I encounter situations in my life today that bother me, I get rid of them. They're completely gone because I can't use them. All they do is stay on my mind and cause me to have negative thoughts. Because maybe I can go back and change that. Maybe that didn't happen. But it did happen. I have to accept it in my life. And like I said, everything that my elders told me when they wanted to make a point with me, they told me about things and stories. And I want to give you one right now. When the Creator created Mother Earth, He put everything in its place where they belong. So after He had finished, He was satisfied. And then again He thought, I think I'll go back down we talked to some of the creatures that on Mother Earth, see how they are thinking, see what is on their minds. So he came back, he was walking along there. He seen a dog, Nemo. Grandson, come here, I want to speak to you. Nemo, the dog, come over there. Yes, what do you want? He said, I want to talk to you, let's go. So as they walked along, he was talking to Nemo. He said, you see that pine tree way up on that mountain there, that tall tree there, standing up by itself? Nemo looked up there and he said, yeah, I see it. The Creator said, I want you to go up there. I want you to go up there. And I want you to wait on me up there. I'll be up there. I'll be waiting for you. Nemo said, you want me to go now? He said, no, wait a minute, so let's walk. So they just kept walking. And they met a turtle. Michigan. Grandson, come here, I want to speak with you, the Creator asked him. So that turtle come over there. He said, grandson, you see that tree up there? I just talked to Nemo here and pointed out that tree to him. Do you see it? That turtle looks up there and said, yes. He said, I want you to go up there to that tree. I'll be up there to see you. I want to talk to you. Michigan said, okay. You want me to leave now? He said, no, let's walk a little bit. So they walked, and finally they stopped, and the Creator said, okay, I want you both to go to that tree up there that I showed you. Take your time, do what you need to do, go into that tree. I'll be up there when you get up there. Nemo said, well, we'll let my brother Michigan go first. He's so slow. Let him take off first, and then I'll go after him. Nemo was a greyhound, a fast dog. So Michigan took off, started walking, taking his time. He'd walk so far and then raise his head up, look around, look all around, get back down and start again. Nemo said, well, can I start now? And the Creator said, yes, go. Nemo took off running fast as he could. It took him no time to get up there to that tree. He got up there, he was all breathing hard. The Creator was already up there. Nemo said, what did you want to tell me? He said, well, we'll wait here. Wait on your brother, Michigan. He'll be up here. He's coming up here too. So they waited. They made camp. They stayed there 3 moons, waiting on Michigan. Nemo got restless. He said, Creator, maybe we should go look for Michigan. Maybe something happened to him. The Creator said, no, I know everything that goes on here on Mother Earth. He'll be here tomorrow afternoon. Sure enough, the next day, somebody hollered in, camp, permission to come in. The Creator said, come on in. Here comes Michigan. I'm walking in. The Creator said, eat something. Sit down by the fire there. Rest. We will talk. I want to talk to both of you. So I said, okay, so he ate. They got through eating, laid back here, and they said, how do you feel? He said, okay. He said, here's what I want each of you to do, tell me. Nemo, you were the first one up here. Tell me what you seen coming up here. Tell me what you did on your way to this tree. Nemo looked at the Creator and he said, I didn't see anything. I had no kind of experience. Did I do anything wrong? The Creator said, no, you did exactly what I wanted you to do, what I asked you to do. You're all right. Turn to Michigan. Michigan, I want you to tell me what happened on your way up here. He kept them there 4 moons, telling both of them about all his adventures going up there. He didn't go straight to that tree, but that was his destination. He experienced a lot of things on his way up there. He didn't go in a straight line. He went here and there. And every so often he would raise his head up. You've seen interpreters do that. Raise their head up and look around. He was observing the things that went around on Mother Earth. That's how come it took him 4 moons. That's how come he kept them there 4 moons talking about his adventures. The Creator said, you're a wise animal. You experienced a lot of good things coming up here. Nemo here, everything. He remembers nothing about what he did in life. And that's where we run our lives today. All of us here in this room. We're so much in a hurry today that we miss a lot of things that take place in our lives. If we would just take our time, things happen around us every day of our lives. Things that we can use, things that we can appreciate, things that we can remember. So the principle of this story is take your time. Take your time. Live your life. Don't just go through it quick. You have no stories to tell. But if you take your time, you learn a great deal. You become wise. You become knowledgeable. There's stories like this that my grandpas and grandmas told me. And I use these things as an example of how to live my life. That's why today I have a lot of good memories, a lot of positive memories about my life. That's why tonight you're looking at a satisfied mind, a satisfied man. I don't want anything. I'm given everything that I need in life, every day of my life. Somehow the Creator provides my food, my shelter, my way of talking to people and appreciating people. So I have a full life. But today a lot of people, and we're all guilty of being in a hurry, wanting things done quick, taking shortcuts. When you take a shortcut, you miss out on a lot of things that could be happening over here. Things that you could use, things that would fulfill your life. There are a lot of things that happen in my life today that make me realize that if I take my time, a lot of good things, positive things happen in my life. I've been to many places here on Mother Earth. A native person that never gets the opportunity to be in these places. But I've been to these places. I've been around the world 2 times. Not because I wanted to, but because I took my time and let things take place in my life. Let things happen in my life, just as I'm here tonight, speaking with you, trying to relay to you a message of take your time. Take your time. Don't hold on to the negative things that you've done in life that you don't want other people to know about. Forget about them. Like the lady last night, she kept coming back to that one incident in her life when a snake bit her 5 times. And it bothered her. If she had let go of that when that happened, she wouldn't be in the condition that she was in. I don't like to use the words worry, problem. Everything that happens in our life are situations. Situations. Happenings. And there's a solution to every situation. To every situation. You have to make that decision of finding that solution. The solution of that would be forget about it. It ain't doing you no good. It's just clouding your brain up, your memory. You know what? Technology is very important in our lives today because of technology. A lot of things have been invented. A lot of things that are time savers that help us. But today, and we're all guilty, we don't want to solve our own situations. We don't use our mind no more. A situation comes up, you go to that computer, punch these buttons, punch these keys. You don't use your mind. You don't try to find the solution yourself. You depend on something mechanical. You rely on technology. It's good to a point, but we abuse that. There was a time in all of our lives that at the end of the day, when we sat down to dinner, we shared with each other. We talked about what we did during the day.